Good evening, everybody. Just want to give you a quick video of some of the things that's been going on, particularly this week's propaganda. So, anyway, this is a little video I'm doing. I'm going to quickly talk about propaganda, part 2. What's appropriate for Facebook, justia.com, D-randoms, Progressive Action, Jamel Thompson, Experience, and Uber. So quickly, I want to talk to you guys about propaganda and the consolidation issue with bus consolidation, service consolidation. Excuse me. Service consolidation is something that is spewing a lot of negative energy. It's attached to people's campaign, and I don't really understand why people talk about something they really have no knowledge about and don't really just know, and then spewing lies for whatever reason. I mean, we understand the reason. The other day I got on Facebook on my personal page, basically informing some of my listeners that consolidation was here to stay. And what happened? I got debated with over the topic. I was called liar. I was, all types of things I was called. Wasn't offended, I felt that however I dealt with the issue, I showed the person, and his name was Tremel, I showed him that he was basically inexperienced and out of his league, right? It's one thing to be spewing a lot of propaganda, and it's another thing when you try to do it in a way where you're saying something that's true that you don't even know nothing about, not even in the bus department. Consolidation. Let me just let my listeners know that bus consolidation is needed for negative energy in these upcoming elections. All right, and these elections don't even start for not until September officially. But consolidation on the bus side of the house is needed to spew negative energy, and I'm just telling, not only my supporters, but even the ones that don't support me, that consolidation ending in the Department of Buses is nothing but a lie, and I'm here to tell you that. Now, I also want to talk to you guys about what's appropriate on Facebook and how posts can hurt your union. Now, once again, we have something that's going on with overtime, right? We've been battling out with management with this 3 RDO rule, and this guy, Jamel Thompson, posts things about the 3 RDO rule, and I on a debate between me and him, I says, some things is inappropriate to talk about because it's an ongoing battle, and it's a battle that we feel that we're going to win. One reason that we feel we were going to win that battle is because the arbitrator was going to rule and has already stated to the union that he was going to knock us down to 2 RDOs per member. Now, the 3 RDO rule that the bulletin was put out was a temporary order by the arbitrator. Doesn't have an arbitrator's signature on it, but it was a temporary order by the arbitrator. That's why the Transit Authority put out the policy in the first place. Now, the person who was pushing this whole thing with the RDOs has retired, right? So there has been no push to do anything else with these RDOs. And nor do you really want anything else done with these RDOs. You need to leave well enough alone. But nah, not Jamel Thompson. He wants to push the issue. He wants to be president. When you want to become president of a union such as ours, you got to know when to be quiet on certain things. You got to know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know way to run, know when to fight. And obviously, this person doesn't know the difference between being a leader and just being a trash talker on social media. Now, which brings me to my next point, because everything is about documentation to this guy and what's true and what's not true, right? And if it's documented, then it's true. So that person, Tremel Thompson, Progressive Action, uses Justia.com. Justia.com is something that they use to show a factual event that's happened. Now bus consolidation was in court, and we've talked about this so many different times. Yes, it was in court. No, we didn't lose the court battle, and Justia.com is not correct in what it's saying. And then if you do further investigation on Justia.com, it has a disclaimer. The disclaimer is making no guarantees or warranties on accuracy or completion. Now, number one, what we're doing about bus consolidation to make people whole is what we're doing to make people whole, right? What we're doing is not trying to hurt anybody. We want to make sure that people stay where they at, and that's been the bottom line all day and all night. Justia.com doesn't tell you the story we went through and how we had to make that fight happen, how we had to battle, and what led to the court battle. Simple as that. Do we want to put it on social media for management to see? No. So I think that was very irresponsible of Tremel Thompson. He's very showing himself that he's very much not presidential. Now, off the topic, I want to talk about D-randoms because it's coming up. There's two topics I want to talk about. D-randoms. Now, D-randoms is your after tour random. They can send you for a random after tour, right? The only way you can avoid a D-random is if you got some type of issues, child care issues. There's an application attached to the bulletin. You take it to the school or wherever you need to take it to get it filled out and bring it back to the authority in order for you to avoid D-randoms. D-randoms is after work randoms. And once again, Progressive Action, Tremel Thompson, experience matters, folks. Guy's inexperience is going to hurt your union. At first, I might have thought he could have been maybe a VP or a division chair. Now I don't even think he could be that. I think what he needs to do is, if he wants to be involved in this union and be an officer in this union, you need to start at the very bottom. Be some type of an elected steward. Learn your craft. Work your way up. Other than that, experience matters, and if you can't identify the fact that experience matters, then you're lost on your own horse. I want to close on this. Uber, Lyft, brothers and sisters, bus operators, they are checking your licenses at Zariga. If you have Uber or Lyft, cease and desist your employment with these companies now, because you're going to get yourself fired, terminated. It's going to be very hard to deal with that, because number one, it's a driving job. Number two, you didn't put in for a dual employment application, and you need to cease and desist your employment with anything to do with Uber or Lyft. And with that being said, I am out. Have a good night, everybody. Be safe. We'll catch up on another day, and we'll do it live. Have a good night, everybody.